It's happened again.
Today is March 2nd, 2023. We are here in Seaside Park, New Jersey, and another dead whale has just washed up onto the beach.
It's a 30-foot female humpback. The whale washed ashore through a curtain of fog just before daybreak, less than 24 hours after it was first spotted drifting offshore about a half-mile out. Like many others who have gathered at L Street Beach, I feel compelled to face this stark reality in person. Though there are dozens of people dotting the shoreline, it's quiet. I'm taken off guard by how difficult it is to fully comprehend what I'm seeing. When I think of a humpback, I picture an acrobatic ocean giant leaping out of the water full of life. This creature before me is deflated and limp, and my mind is trying to reconcile the two.
The whole experience is very, very sad and emotional. It's just a magnificent creature. There it was, laying on the beach this morning. I was up there right after dawn. I came in right before dawn. It's heart-rending.
Things take another grim turn as heavy machinery slowly begins to tug the whale north to a section of beach where a necropsy exam will be performed to try to determine the cause of death. This is tough to watch, and I am clearly not alone in that feeling.
To see this on my own beach is just completely, we're sadder than sad, because it brings, I want to start crying. It's just really sad.
As the massive mammal is moved up the beach, the silence starts to break. I can hear frustration and anger bubbling up in people's voices as they look on. There's a pang of helplessness while the area is being taped off.
It's horrible. It just brings out a sheer sadness, and somewhere inside you're saying this didn't have to happen. Didn't have to happen at all.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, says humpback whales are suffering what it calls an unusual mortality event, meaning there's been an elevated number of deaths the last few years, warranting an investigation. In fact, there were a dozen whale strandings in both 2019 and 2020, according to the Marine Mammal Stranding Center. The group rehabilitates marine mammals and responds to sea life in distress here in New Jersey. But with greater attention on these most recent strandings, theories and speculation swirl through the crowd here in Seaside Park. At times, it feels like we're debating at a funeral.
What's the cause?
That's a good question. What is the cause? So the federal agencies are saying there's no evidence to suggest that it is.
The wind turbines?
Yes.
Okay.
But there's no evidence that suggests that it's not.
There's no escaping discussions about what is causing these beautiful creatures to die. Ship traffic, climate change, and just more whales off our coast. Some of the most vocal, however, are those who believe offshore wind activity is to blame.
When you bring politics into it, it tends to get negative, and it makes it worse. Now, whether you're Democrat, Republican, we're all the same on the inside.
NOAA has reiterated there is no evidence linking offshore wind activity and the whale deaths. Even so, some organizations, including Clean Ocean Action, are calling for a hard stop on all offshore wind industry pre-construction and development until a full independent investigation is completed. The Marine Mammal Stranding Center and the Atlantic Marine Conservation Society both noted sharp force trauma consistent with propeller wounds and entanglement scars on this particular whale. But more testing will be performed to try to determine the exact cause of death.
I know that everybody wants instant answers, and people have to understand it's going to take some time. And we're going to be sending the samples out on this whale just like we did with all the rest of them. And it'll take time, and that information will come from NOAA. We're hoping that everybody just stays patient.
Patience is running thin. The crowds that are gathering to see these whales on the beaches are so emotional and frustrated. Everyone just wants it to stop. When is it going to stop?
Those emotions have led to harsh criticism and even threats against the center and its staff.
We're working long hours and we're not getting very many days off. And, you know, on top of it, just the social media calling us liars, and we're going to come and do a demonstration at your facility, and it's very distressing for us. You know, we're not doing anything wrong, but the people are just relentless at the just criticizing us constantly about every single thing that we do.
While experts try to unravel this multi-year mystery, there is a very sad realization.
Talking to folks, you feel like most of us are thinking the same thing, but nobody wants to say it. And this probably isn't going to be the last whale.